first thing you're going to want to do is to find the break that you want. The break that's used in this track, the one you heard at the beginning, is by Harvey Mandel. The track's name is Midnight Sun. If you go to YouTube, type in Harvey Mandel, drum break or break, you're going to find it right away. And then on the right, what it's going to do is give you related tracks. A bunch of drum breaks are going to be there. Just follow those and just check out what you have. So this drum break actually has a bass line in the end, which just happens to fit good with the loop that you're going to hear, or the track that we're going to make. So let's just hear the drum break. That last section of it is the section that I'm going to take. The rest of it was a little bit too nutty for me. So I know it starts around 40 seconds, ends around like 50 seconds. So like I showed you in the last video, what you're going to want to do is, so here's the actual track here. But I'm just going to show you how I put the drum part, and then show you how it sounds completed. So basically, I'm going to go to System Settings, go to, if it's on Show All, go to Sound. All this was in the last video, so I'm going to go through it quick in a previous video. Soundflower 2 is the output, don't mess with the input. Go to GarageBand. What I'm going to want to do is go to Preferences for GarageBand, make sure the output is System Settings, input Soundflower. So now this is going to record what plays out of the system audio setting, which is Soundflower, and record it into the GarageBand audio input, which is Soundflower. So it kind of links it into itself. So you're going to want to make sure that metronome's off, count in is off. So start recording, go back, play the track throughout the section where the loop is. Alright, so my guess is that we have the loop. Go back, turn the sound settings on the system settings back to headphones. I leave the GarageBand one at on Soundflower, just leave it like that. Make sure you have the track, make sure there's no effects here. Alright, so that's the loop that I want. I'm going to erase all this stuff just for a quick second, because when I export it, it's going to take forever if there's all that other nonsense in there, even if it's not played. So I'm just going to export just this quick drum loop, and then it's going to send it to iTunes rather quickly. It's already over there. Then I'm going to bring back everything I erased. So there's the drum break that I want. I'm going to take it, pull it back to the audio track, replace the purple track. Remember, the purple track, like I explained, is locked to the grid of the BPM of GarageBand. We're going to want to take a track that isn't affected by the BPM and how you change it, which is an MP3, which I just dragged and dropped, which is the orange track. We're going to want to set that perfectly, align it with the BPM of GarageBand, then convert it back to an orange track. Because the way it was, it would change with the BPM of GarageBand, but it wouldn't be locked in exactly with the actual BPM of the sample. Because the sample, I'm sure, wasn't at 94 BPMs, but that's what we recorded it at. So we're going to figure out what the actual sample's BPMs are, and we're going to re-record it. So there's the one beat right there that we're going to sample. I'm going to take off snap the grid, so when we have to chop or make any corrections, we can do really fine tune it. So let's see. Alright, it looks like this track actually is pretty close to being 94 beats per minute. I like to put snap the grid on for 1 second. I like to put the looper on so I can just hear how it loops. Yeah, it's basically there, but if it's not, this is what you do. If it's off, turn snap the grid off, find where the different drums are. See this drum, this is a bass drum, it's not directly on 1.3, and that's where it should be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to correct that, put it directly on 1.3. I want everything to be basically as close to exact as we can be. This is now everything starts getting way off. Now modern music is mainly broken into fourths, so it's quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, 32nd notes. You can get into triplets and stuff, but we won't talk about that now. So I'm going to put all these on something that's divisible by 4, or divisible by 2 mainly. Keep it even. So here we go. It's 1.3 to 1.4. There's 16 of these little grids. That means this whole beat broken into 16 parts. So we're going to want everything to fall on one of these. And this one's not on one, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's supposed to fall on the 4th one, but it falls on like 3.5. So I'm going to split that, drag it over so it falls directly on the 4th notch. Drag this over so that there's no gap in the sound like I explained in the last video. These automatically lined up because they were also off, just that little notch like this one. So this falls right 1, 2, 3, 4 notches before 1.4, and this falls right on 1.4. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, falls a little bit off. So I'm going to drag this one back just a bit so it falls. Sometimes I don't put it exactly, just a little bit off is okay, but usually I try to get it exactly on. This one is way off. I want it to be 4 notches back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4.5 notches back. Close the gap like I showed in the last video. Now 2 falls directly on 2. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking only at these high regions, these high surges in audio, because that's where the drums are really kind of kicking and hitting. So this is going to go 4 back from 2.2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Set this back. Now again, the reason I do this is so it loops and snaps perfectly, so when I replay other things off on it, which also might be 94 beats per minute, but are a little bit off, the things aren't going to fall in line right. Everything's not going to kind of fit right. And it looks like everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one's a little off. It looks like everything else is basically there and doesn't need much changing. If you have Garageband 2011, you can do this way simpler. You don't have to cut it and splice it. This kind of screws up the sound quality a little bit, but it's basically all you can do. 2011 has, I think it's called like, I have no idea what it's called because I don't have it. Now I'm going to create another audio track. Now remember, this is orange, so when I change the BPM, this BPM of this is always going to say 94, but if I make it from an orange track to a purple track, which I'll do by re-recording it through the Soundflower channel, back on the GarageBand, it's going to make it lock in place with the BPM of GarageBand. So it's going to record it right now at 94 beats per minute, but let's put it so we can hear the sounds. So right now it's at 94 with GarageBand, but when I change it from 94 to 95, now it's going to play at 95. If I change it to 108, now it's at 108. Now it's at 131, or it's at 46. Once you start really slowing it down, you lose a ton of sound quality. But what I also want to do is I want to keep this in our loop library. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Add to Loop Library, and I'm going to name it Harvey 1. So now it's called Harvey 1 Create. So now it's in the loop library. Alright, so now that that loop is in the loop library, which is the little eye icon at the bottom right of your GarageBand screen, I think it says Loop Browser or something like that. And you can go in there at any time, type in Harvey or whatever you name the loop, pull it out, put it in your track. It's going to match the BPM directly, exactly to what the BPM of the track you're working on is. So I know this video is kind of a little all over the place. It's kind of difficult to describe everything in 10 minutes. It can be very complicated and time consuming, but once you create a library of these breaks, you can really have a lot of depth to the sounds of the tracks that you create and be very professional sounding.